His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister and Chairman of the Bahrain Economic Development Board, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, chaired the Board of Directors meeting in Bahrain Bay. His Royal Highness affirmed that the kingdom's success in attracting investment opportunities demonstrates and further encourages the efforts of Team Bahrain. His Royal Highness noted that these efforts support the kingdom's investment objectives and enhance its comprehensive development led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness highlighted attracting investment opportunities not only contributes towards creating quality opportunities for citizens, but also enhances the growth of the national economy, driving economic diversification and supporting the kingdom's far-reaching development goals. The board reviewed the Bahrain EDB's progress and assessed global market developments. Discussions covered global economic trends and strategies to attract investment across priority sectors, supporting growth and diversification. His Royal Highness noted the role of official visits in attracting investments, announcements, agreements, and memoranda of understanding, which help facilitate quality economic opportunities in the kingdom. His Royal Highness stressed the need to follow up on the outcomes of these visits to maximize their benefits and reinforce the kingdom's strategic economic and investment position. During the meeting, Minister of Sustainable Development and Chief Executive of the Bahrain EDB, Noor Al-Khlif, reviewed the board's achievements in 2025. In the first 9 months of the year, Bahrain EDB attracted $1.52 billion in direct investments from 75 local and international projects. Of these, 43% represented new capital investments and 57% were expansions of existing investments in the kingdom. The tourism sector accounted for the largest share of diversified direct investments, followed by financial services, manufacturing and ICT. These cumulative investments are projected to generate more than 4,300 jobs over a 3-year period. The board also examined emerging sectors with a strong potential for economic growth and market resilience. Updates were presented on the Golden License Initiative, highlighting strategic projects that have demonstrated long-term value creation and are expected to further contribute to economic activity and prosperity. The personal representative of His Majesty the King and President of the Supreme Council for Environment, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Majesty the King's representative for Humanitarian Works and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Minister of Finance and National Economy Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, along with several senior officials and members of the Bahrain EDB Board of Directors, also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met today with PGIM President and CEO Jack Chapio at Rifah Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the kingdom's commitment to advancing the financial and banking sector to boost and diversify the national economy. His Royal Highness underscored the pivotal role of financial institutions in driving investment and fostering cross-sector innovation. Issues of common interest were also discussed. The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, was also in attendance. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with Pramac Group COO and Honorary Consul of the Kingdom of Bahrain in Florence, Paolo Campinotti, at Rifah Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the strength of Bahrain-Italy relations reinforced by the recent visit of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa to Italy. His Royal Highness commended the achievements of the two countries within their strategic partnership, particularly across the economic, trade and investment sectors. His Royal Highness reiterated Bahrain's commitment to further building upon the Bahrain-Italy partnership to help serve common aspirations, noting Campinotti's efforts in this regard. During the meeting, several topics of common interest were also reviewed. The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, also attended the meeting. Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa received the recipients of the GCC Civil Service Medal, which honors pioneering figures in the field of civil service across GCC countries. Held earlier this month in Kuwait alongside the 21st meeting of the GCC ministers and heads of civil service authorities, the President of the Electricity and Water Authority, IWA, Kamal bin Ahmed Muhammad, the President of the Survey and Land Registration Bureau, the SLRB, Basim bin Yaqub Al-Hamar, the Minister of Education, Dr. Mubarak Jum'a, and the President of the Civil Service Bureau, the CSB, Sheikh Duaij bin Salman Al Khalifa, were present. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah noted that the civil service sector has made significant progress under the comprehensive development process led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. He noted advances in developing national competencies and improving institutional performance. He highlighted the depth of leadership and national expertise within Bahrain civil service, noting their ability to achieve government objectives and translate them into practical programs. He added that this supports the sector in fulfilling its responsibilities, improving performance and governance, and keeping pace with developments in line with the latest best practices. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah commended the achievements of the recipients and highlighted their responsibilities in their respective roles. He noted that such recognition at the GCC level serves as a motivation for all employees to redouble their efforts, embrace initiative, and continuously improve performance quality, wishing them further success. The Deputy Prime Minister also commended the CSB and its affiliates for their efforts in showcasing Bahraini talent in various forums and for their role in developing legislation, policies, and systems, promoting training and qualification programs, and maintaining performance measurement. He noted that these efforts support the government's 2023-2026 program to empower and develop the public sector workforce and highlight the kingdom's strong position in human and administrative development indicators. For their part, the recipients thanked the Deputy Prime Minister, noting that this support serves as an incentive to maintain their efforts and further enhance performance standards. They highlighted that the government's ongoing backing enables public sector employees to continue improving service quality and meeting the aspirations of citizens. The officials awarded the GCC Civil Service Medal were the Director General of Wildlife Protection at the Supreme Council for the Environment Executive Office, Dr. Khalid Ahmed Hassan, the Vice President for Distribution and Customer Services at IWA, Ali Na'matullah, the Director of the Topographic Survey Directorate at the SLRB, Isa Ali Abdullah, the Director of Educational Operations for the 1st District at the Ministry of Education, Dr. Ali Salman Zuhair, and the Director of Educational Operations for the 4th District at the Ministry of Education, Amal Abdullah Al-Kaabi. The Chairman of the Supreme Council of Health, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, inaugurated the new intensive care unit at Salmaniya Medical Complex. The unit, an extension of the existing facility, is intended to expand the capacity in intensive care wards and beds while ensuring the highest standards of patient care. Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah stressed that the opening of this unit reflects ongoing efforts to develop healthcare services and enhance the capabilities of medical complex in line with national strategies to improve the quality of medical services. He noted that this step forms part of a comprehensive plan to expand critical care services and upgrade the complex's infrastructure in response to rising patient needs and Bahrain's vision for a sustainable healthcare future. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, participated in the joint ministerial meeting held between the GCC foreign ministers and the U.S. The GCC delegation was headed by Kuwait's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Chairman of the current session of the Ministerial Council, Abdullah Al-Yahya, while the U.S. delegation was headed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio. GCC Secretary General Jassim Al-Bdawi was present. The ministers discussed the long-standing ties between the GCC states and the U.S. in various political, security, economic and development domains, and means to advance cooperation and coordination to serve mutual interests. The ministers also discussed regional developments, the war in Gaza, and regional and international efforts aimed at reducing tension and escalation, achieving a permanent ceasefire in Gaza, protecting civilians, releasing hostages and detainees, and facilitating the delivery of humanitarian aid to the civilian population in the Strip. They also discussed international developments and ways to intensify cooperation and coordination to confront the various challenges that threaten regional and international security and peace. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdullatif bin Rashid al-Zayani, met with Pakistani Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mohammad Ishaq Dar. The meeting reviewed the deep-rooted ties between Bahrain and Pakistan and discussed means to further boost bilateral cooperation across various domains in support of shared aspirations and common interests. They also exchanged views on regional developments. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdullatif bin Rashid al-Zayani, participated in the joint ministerial meeting in New York between the GCC and the UK foreign ministers. The GCC delegation was led by the Kuwaiti Minister of Foreign Affairs and chairman of the current session of the Ministerial Council, Abdullah al-Yahya, while the UK was chaired by the Secretary of State for Foreign Commonwealth and Development Affairs, Yvette Cooper, in the presence of the GCC Secretary General Jassim Libdewi. The meeting reviewed the long-standing partnership between the GCC and the UK, highlighting progress in various domains and means to enhance joint coordination to meet shared goals and interests. Regional developments were discussed along with advancing cooperation in line with the strategic partnership. The ministers confirmed their commitment to peace, working together to resolve conflicts and instability, commending GCC efforts to end regional disputes through dialogue and mediation. They welcomed Bahrain's election as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council. Both sides committed to enhancing free trade and prioritizing a free trade agreement between the GCC and the UK. The GCC foreign ministers expressed appreciation for the UK recognizing the independent state of Palestine and emphasized the importance of continuing international efforts for comprehensive peace in the region. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdullatif bin Rashid al-Zayani, submitted Bahrain's instrument of accession to the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties of the 1969 with the UN as part of the treaty event organized at the UN headquarters in New York. The minister handed over the document of accession to the UN Under Secretary General for Legal Affairs, Eleanor Hammarskjöld. The minister affirmed that Bahrain's accession to this international convention reflects its firm commitment to supporting the international legal system, strengthening multilateral cooperation and consolidating the legal principles and norms governing relations between states. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdullatif bin Rashid al-Zayani, met with the chairman of the Presidential Leadership Council of Yemen, Major General Dr. Rashad Mohammed al-Alimi. They discussed the close fraternal relations between Bahrain and Yemen, the development and progress witnessed in various fields, and ways to enhance bilateral cooperation. They also discussed regional developments, including Yemen regional and international efforts to support security and stability and meeting the Yemeni people's aspirations for peace and prosperity. They also exchanged views on current regional affairs and topics of mutual interest. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid al-Zayani, met with the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign and Expatriate Affairs of Jordan, Ayman Safadi. They reviewed the relations between Bahrain and Jordan in light of the two countries' keenness to strengthen cooperation, coordination and joint consultation at all levels. The latest regional and international developments were also discussed and views were exchanged on current developments in the region. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid al-Zayani, met his Sudanese counterpart, Muhyiddin Salim. They discussed the fraternal relations between the two countries and ways to develop and enhance them for the benefit of both countries. They also exchanged views on the current regional situation and regional international efforts to promote security and stability, in addition to exchanging views on issues and topics of mutual interest. Delman Gate Company delivered the first batch of Al Nasim project to citizens benefiting from housing finance options. The project is being implemented under the Government Land Development Rights Program. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amna Rumehi, noted that the project represents a significant housing milestone within the framework of such partnerships, being the second completed project after the Suhail housing project in El Lozi, Northern Governorate. Citizens were handed over the keys for their units in the program's first phase following the completion of construction and infrastructure works. The remaining units will be delivered progressively according to the approved schedule. West Point Home Bahrain inaugurated its new production line at the company's textile factory in Askar. The Minister of Sustainable Development, Noor Al-Khlaif, Minister of Industry and Commerce, Abdullah Fakhru, and the Deputy Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy in Bahrain, Elizabeth Litchfield, were present. Fakhru highlighted the Ministry of Industry and Commerce's commitment to supporting the industrial sector as a key pillar of sustainable economic development. He noted that the new production line reflects the strong strategic partnership between Bahrain and the U.S. and the ongoing growth of industrial and investment cooperation. The minister commended the advanced technologies used in the production line and emphasized its role in enhancing the kingdom's industrial infrastructure and the capacity of national factories to supply local, regional and global markets with high-quality products. This expansion aligns with the Industrial Sector Strategy 2022-2026 and marks a significant step for West Point Home Bahrain, one of the leading U.S. industrial investments in the kingdom. The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Abdullah Fakhru, inaugurated the 7th edition of the Bahraini Omani Products Exhibition organized by the Omani Bahraini Friendship Association. The 5-day exhibition features around 33 Bahraini and Omani exhibitors, including entrepreneurs with a variety of products ranging from perfumes and essence, as well as sweets, clothing, food products, gifts and handicrafts. The exhibition aims to promote the products of entrepreneurs in both countries. The Kingdom of Bahrain marks World Maritime Day, held this year under the theme Our Ocean, Our Obligation, Our Opportunity. The Kingdom renews its commitment to work with the International Maritime Organization and member states to promote maritime sustainability. More in this report.
The Kingdom of Bahrain's participation in World Maritime Day 2025 reflects its commitment to international responsibility and reinforces its role in preserving the marine environment and supporting sustainable development. This year's theme highlights the fundamental role of the ocean in sustaining human life, providing food and energy sources, regulating the climate, and serving as a vital route for global trade, through which more than 80% of goods are transported. Bahrain affirms its commitment to working with the International Maritime Organization and member states to protect the marine environment and address growing challenges such as pollution and climate change, in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. To keep pace with global developments, the Kingdom of Bahrain has relied on smart tracking devices and artificial intelligence applications in the development of port management and maritime navigation, contributing to increased maritime transport efficiency, enhanced ship safety, and faster and more accurate monitoring of marine environmental indicators. The Kingdom also highlights the importance of the maritime transport sector in supporting the global economy and its role in the transition to carbon neutrality, in line with the new strategy of the International Maritime Organization. Bahrain's participation in this global event reflects its shared responsibility to protect the marine environment and build a future characterized by sustainability and innovation, ensuring the rights and opportunities of future generations.